Now, Kristen has been keeping a secret from her mother, and so I want you to tell your mother what it is and why you were afraid to tell her.
Okay. You know, a lot of times, like, I'm afraid to, like, share, like, promotions or, like, getting, you know, if I'm getting a big deal or something great is going on monetarily, like, it's like I don't want to share it with you because I just don't want you to feel like it's okay to, you don't ask me for money, but I don't want you to feel like it's okay, like, oh, she got it.
When's the last time
like,
you got promoted?
well, not promotions, just like, you know, increases or.
So you got a raise.
Yeah.
You got a bonus, and you didn't tell your mother.
Right.
Why?
For you.
Because
But listen to this.
I just feel like with the phone bill thing, like,
Just say it. I see you tap dancing with your words.
okay.
Just say
I
it.
feel like you're gonna
We
be
know
like,
you
oh,
love her.
she got it, basically, like, in situations. Because I feel like you've done that to me before. Like, not subconsciously said that, but it's like, oh, you know, Kristen is doing good. She got it. She can handle it, kind of. And I feel like you do it self-consciously a little bit.
If I do that, I do it self-consciously. I
Okay.
don't feel like, you know, oh, she has it. She's going to, you know, you got my back. You're going to pay.
Okay, because sometimes I feel like that.
No.
For sure.
How does it feel to know that she's kept these really good things from you because she's afraid that you're going to expect her to pay for something because of it?
Well, you know,
I mean, that's the bigger issue.
Yes, and I felt that, you know, our relationship has been pulling apart, and, you know, she doesn't come by and see me as often. We don't spend time together, and, you know, I kind of feel like I think it's because of the situation that I'm in that has a lot to do with it. It doesn't feel good, you know.
Okay. I'm sure it doesn't, and that's why you don't see your mom a lot.
Yeah. I just, you know, I want you to be the best that you can be. Like, I just want you, like, you know, you taught me to be a go-getter. Like, I'm super independent. You know, I don't have it all
You
together.
did a good
but-
job.
Yeah, she has a great
did,
job.
and now she wants you to look in the mirror.
But now it's kind of like,
Yes. You're
Yeah.
stronger than you think.
I know, I just kind of felt like I did my job. I raised two wonderful children.
Yes, you did.
And they're both self-sufficient and doing their thing. And I'm just like, you know, I'm just telling you the illness, it just did a number on me.
I understand.
Mentally.
That. I understand that. That's why you're here.
I know.
That's why you're here. It's not to beat you up. It's to have you see something so that you get the intrinsic motivation to change. She can be worried about you. She can pay your bills. Your parents can take care of you. That's what family's for when you need it.
Right.
But what I'm here to tell you is that what you actually need right now is the intrinsic motivation to want to do it for yourself.
I do.
Okay? And so, you know, I think we've heard of the term mother hen, mother goose, and I want to give a word to this. And I don't say this to be harsh, okay? I say this because I want to identify the behavior that's keeping you stuck and have you viscerally go, "Ugh, that's not me." I see this as mother mooch. Okay? Stings like hell. I even feel like bad saying it. And the reason why is because you're a powerful lady. You know how I know? I'm looking at your daughter. And a young lady doesn't become as strong and successful as her unless she had a mother who taught her how. And so I think you've forgotten who you are. And we're here to remind you because you're the only one that can change this. And here's the thing, like, do you feel guilty when you don't help your mom?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if we go out to eat and I don't pay or something, it's kind of like, you know, are you going to be okay? Like,
Oh.
okay. But, you know, I mean, you know that I care. So,
You're both stuck. You're both stuck because what you're doing isn't helping her change.
all right. Okay.
It's helping her survive. And I see that tattoo on your arm says faith.
Yes.
And I have faith in your ability to shift this. How yelling affects your kids. I just heard somebody say, "Oh my God." Yes, I got hands raising up already. You know, what happens in your home when no one's watching? Do you yell at your partner? Rant and scream? Spoil your kids? Just imagine if a camera were turned on. I found this quote that I love. Your child will follow your example, not your advice. So here's a doozy. What kind of example are you setting? Today, we've got the most shocking parenting caught on tape, and couples who are conflicted over their significant other's behavior. Joey says his wife, Clarissa, yells so much that her boys now fear her, and I fear for the worst, which is who they're going to become.
My wife, Clarissa, is always yelling at the kids, and I'm tired of it.
I love my husband, Joey, and we have 2 beautiful children together. But we completely disagree when it comes to parenting.
She's on the road during the week, and when she is, I have to play mom and dad to them. Then when Clarissa does come home, she's always screaming and making noise.
He is constantly telling me how to speak to my kids. And no one tells me what to do.
I don't think it's healthy for them, and I don't speak to them or parent them that way.
I yell at them because they need to learn. I'm not raising girls, I'm raising men, and men need to be tough. If they can't handle the way I talk to them, how are they gonna survive in the real world?
Our kids are afraid of her yelling, and that is not a way to keep them in line.
I don't care what my husband says. I'm the boss of this family. If I wanna yell, I'm gonna yell.
So, Clarissa, you said you're the boss of the family, but why does the boss need to yell?
I guess it's just how I was raised, and that's all I kind of really know. And I also feel like if I'm being aggressive or yelling, it replaces other things as far as like put my hands on them and things like that. It's just, that's all I really know.
So, Joey, she said that nobody's going to tell her how to raise her kids. What happens when you try to step in?
It's more of a calm situation. I try to get my kids to understand the message that I'm giving to them instead of them fearing somebody yelling at them.
Well, you actually caught some of Clarissa's behavior on tape, so let's just see how bad it actually is.
Your belt supposed to be on your ass when you put your pants on. You can't put on the pants without a belt. Don't go up the stairs while I'm still talking. Guess what? Or why don't you got the belt on? That's put it on? No, because if you don't put it on when you putting your clothes on, then it's not going to be on your body. Right? Mm-hmm. Am I lying? Don't do it no more. Shimon, don't do it no more. We keep having these conversations. Period. No more.
And so what does it feel like to see that?
That's just my tone. That's just all I kind of know. And he's a great kid, but it's kind of like...
It doesn't sound like it by the way you're talking to him. Because you know what I see? I see a woman that's out of control.
Really?
And I see a kid who's shut down.
And he does shut down sometimes. Yes, he does.
That's what I see.
And I see that.
He does shut down sometimes, Mel.
Yes, and so that's why I want to talk about it. And Joey, does it bother you?
It does, because I want him to be able to speak and not shut down when it's time to talk. I don't talk a lot, and I have that energy where you never know what you're going to get as far as like whether I'm going to shut down or whether I'm going to speak. So I know what it's like to be in a room and scared to talk. So I want my boys to be able to talk.
Does it bother you that your sons are afraid of you?
I don't want them to be afraid of me. And I didn't even realize that, and I don't want them to be afraid to speak, but that does bother me.
You know, what's the worst thing that she's ever said to them?
My son has football practice. He came home one day and he was complaining about his ankle hurting. And she, stop acting like a baby. There's nothing wrong with you. Toughen up, be a man.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, you never play a lick of football, he could be hurting. So one day he could be really hurting and he would be scared to tell you that he's hurting. So he could be upstairs in the room just in pain. So you need to understand if he's hurting, no matter what it is, take it for what it is.
You're such a good husband.
Oh my God. You know, I can tell you do. You know, I love him too because Joey reminds me of my husband, Chris.
Okay.
So in my marriage, Chris is the Buddha. He's the Zen guy. He's the one that keeps it chill. He's the one that can keep himself in control and can draw our kids out.